Hello everybody, and welcome to this tutorial. Last week we talked about getting a domain name. We talked about buying the domain name, pointing the servers towards your hosting account, and setting up a WordPress blog. And so today we're going to go through setting up this blog. Now, first off, if you remember correctly, I wanted you to go to, edit your profile if you're back here in your back office, and make sure you change that password that the system automatically gave you, because you're not going to remember that password. So I'm just going to put in a password here that Ray Albert. That's going to be my very weak password, and it's going to say confirm you want the weak password. And then you just say update. Okay, now your password's changed. Okay, so that's very important so you can remember. Now, if you go to the, and I've called this website tutorial, so if you go to the website right now and see what it looks like, it just looks like a bare bones website. There's nothing there. Okay, so what I do first when I get here is, the first thing I want to do is get rid of all this stuff. So I'm going to go to the post page and see where it says hello world. I'm going to trash that, because you're going to be making your own posts. Then I'm going to go to the pages. It's going to say sample page. I'm going to trash that. Okay, so now your website looks like this. Nothing found. All right, so now what you want to do is you want to go to themes. Okay, and right now what they have installed is the 2016 theme, but we want to get something that's more robust than the 2016 theme. So what you're going to do is you're going to whatever, what does it say? You're going to add themes, and you're going to go to popular themes, and then in popular themes you're going to search Sydney, SYDNEY. Okay, now what's going to come up is this theme right here. Now this is the theme we want to install, so we're going to click install. Okay, and then we're going to activate it. Okay, now once it's activated, it's going to say that this theme recommends the following plugins. So then what we're going to do is we're going to begin installing the plugins. And then you're just going to be clicking on this plugin right here. And then you're going to go to bulk actions and you're going to click install. And then you're going to apply them. Now after they've been installed, you're going to return and you're going to do bulk actions and you're going to go activate and up. Well, first you've got to highlight everything, then activate, then apply. Okay, so now they're installed and activated. Okay, so then the next thing that I want you to do is just look at your website and look what it looks like right now. As you can see, you have this big header here and a slider that's showing you can make this whatever you want. You can make the button look like whatever you want, and we're going to go through all that. So the first thing I want you to do now is go back to your dashboard, and I want you to go to plugins. And then I want you to, okay, so it's saying some of these plugins need to be updated. So if they say they need to be updated, you just click on update now. As a matter of fact, we're going to get rid of some of these plugins. Let's get rid of the Hello Dolly. Let's just get rid of the Hello Dolly one. Okay, then let's deactivate Mojo Marketplace. And then let's Mojo Marketplace. Then let's delete the Mojo Marketplace. And this opt-in monster API, we're going to get rid of that one by deactivating it and then going to delete, because you got to deactivate them before you can delete them. Okay. Okay, we're going to keep this WordPress plugin, the Jetpack and the Sydney Tools. And then what I want you to do is I want you to so this is about the Sydney, but what we want to do is add a new plugin, okay? And then I want you to go to your notepad, and I want you to write these down, or we can go through them one by one. And the first one that we're going to get is this, what they call Black Studio Tiny Mice widget. And I'm going to just highlight that. And I'll just leave this up here or leave it down in the tutorial so that you can copy these. And then I'm going to copy that. And then I'm going to go to search. And then you're going to see this right here, and you're going to say install that, and then you're going to activate it. And then we're going to just keep going down the line, and you're going to go add new again, and you're going to pull up your little notepad, and then you're going to do contact form 7 and highlight it, copy it, minimize it, and go to the keyword search, paste it in there, and it will come up with contact form 7. You install it and activate it. Now you go through all of these plugins and do the same thing. So I'm going to pause this video and install them all, and then I'll be back. Okay folks, I have all the plugins in and activated. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to leave a list at the bottom of this video to so you can highlight them and then install them like I showed you before. Now with this platform, you can make your website whatever you want to. I mean, there's lots of tutorials on how to use this theme and make it into different types of websites. And so it depends on what you want to do with your website. So if you go to the appearance and then the customize tab, this is where you can make the look of your website what you want. So you would first start off with the title and logo. Okay, now this is what I name my website. See, it's up there, website tutorial, and down here the tagline is just another WordPress site. So you want to get rid of that tagline, or you want to make it whatever you want. It could be website tutorial, how to make it your own. Okay, you can do that. Whatever you want to do, then just be sure and save and publish whatever you want to do. Now this right here is if you have a logo, instead of having this up here, you could select an image for a logo if you have one. Okay, so that is that, and it's saved. So let's go back again. Now if you come back down to the header area, now you could choose by header type. Okay, now this is a full screen slider. You could have no header. You could have just an image, whatever you want. So it's up to you, whatever you want to do. If you say no header and you click that, as you can see, you're not going to have no header. You're just going to have a little bar up here with your website title and your tagline. So and if you just want an image, you're just going to get an image. Now if you click on image, I suggest that if you just click that and you save and publish that, because you just want to put an image up there, and you go back and you go to the image. Okay, now these are the images, but what you want to make sure you do is header height. You want to disable the overlay, okay, because that puts like a dark shadow on it, and then you get the real picture. And that's what I would do. I wouldn't keep that overlay on there. And you can also add image, change image. You could add whatever image you want to put in here. Okay, and then there's lots of ways to do get images. You can make your own image. That's another tutorial itself, but this is just getting you started. And like I say, if you go to back to the header area and you do want the slider, then you can change the images on the slider if you want to by changing the image. You can also change what the image says. So if you choose the image, I'll just show you real quick. Go back here, go back to header type, and then we're going to do the full screen slider again. Okay, then we're going to go back and we're going to go to the slider, and now see how it has the words. You can change the words. So welcome to Sydney, you could say, welcome to my tutorial. And as you type it in, it'll come up, welcome to my tutorial. And this down here is free look around. Okay, now as far as the button goes, you can change the words. Now if you take so basically folks, what I'm saying is that with the plugins that you install, you have total control over your website. Now if we get out of this, okay, and if you go to pages, and so we're going to start a page. It's going to be called the home page. So since we deleted the other page, you're going to click add new, and then you're going to create a page and call it home page if that's what you want to call it. You can call it whatever you want. You can call it my front page, you can call it this is where you start page, whatever you want. So I'm just going to put home right here, and then what you want to do is you want to publish it. Okay, then you want to start another page. Don't want to view. You want to add another page, and this page you're going to call your blog page, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we are going to publish. Now before we did these two pages, you couldn't do what I'm about to show you here, and that's go into your settings and then go into, I believe it's reading, and then what you want to do is you want to create a static page, and you want your front page to be your home page, okay, and then your post page to be your blog page. Okay, so then this, you can save your changes to that. Now, while we're here in the settings, let's go to the General tab. And in the General tab, you can also change your site title, and you can change your tagline. And you can also change the way your site URL looks. You could add, www dot in these two areas if you want to. And that's what I wanted to show you there. You can make your website or your your URL look like you want it to. But if we go into the writing part of it, because I'm not going to change nothing there, I'm going to keep that exactly the way it is. You want, okay, I'm going to keep this the same way here. Okay, let's go to permalinks. Now in the permalinks, this is the way it shows on your page. Now, this is the way it comes. You want to click on post name. So when it goes to like, mywebsite.com / whatever your post name is, your blog page is, if it's named How to Make Money, it'd be your website / How to Make Money instead of, this custom structure right here. So this is what you want to keep there, and then of course you're going to save those changes. So that's it for the settings right now. Okay. Okay, now so what I want to do here is I just want to show you really quickly, if you go back to your pages and you only have one page or two pages, you got your blog page and your home page. Let's start with the home page and edit it. I just want to show you what is possible with the plugins that you downloaded. And let's put me over here. Before we go to the home page to edit, I just want you to see one thing here. If you go back to plugins, and if you did not get a plugin from the themes that it said, it's called Page Builder by Site Origin. If you did not get that plugin installed when you first installed this theme, you're going to have to go back to the Add New, and then you're going to search for Page Builder, and it'll come up with these different plugins that you can use. But what you want to do is go down here where it says Page Builder by Site Origin and click on Install and then activate it. Okay, that's one thing that I didn't get when I downloaded the thing. I don't know if that happened to you, but it happened to me. So then we can go back to the pages and we can edit the home page. And what I like about all these tools that we had downloaded before, if you come to edit, you got what here is called a page builder, and that's what the plugin I was talking about, Page Builder by Site Origin. If you look at my website, I'll go to it really quickly. Of course, I got to log in. And you go to my website and you go to the pages. All right, now if I go down to my home page, you're going to see that my home page is filled as soon as it pops up here with nothing but rows. Okay, it's all rows. And this is how you can build. This is a control you have over your website. And if I go to the site itself, see where it says blog subscription, visual editor, okay? So now this is what I decided to do on mine. Instead of using a slider, I stopped the slider and I inserted this picture. I took out the call to action button by taking the words out, and I added these words in it. Okay? Now, as you can see, this right here is a row. Remember, I was talking about the rows. This right here is a row. This right here is a row. This is all rows. And this is what I mean by taking control of your website. You can put in what you want in here. You can make this website look absolutely whatever you want it to look like. Okay, so now if I go back to the dashboard, oh, excuse me, I don't need to do that. I'm right here already. So what you would want to do is go to the site builder. Now say if you wanted to add a row that's got a big heading, say, you would go to add a row. You would take this down to one, unless you wanted two different headings, if you wanted to split it, okay. Then you would click insert. Oh, first I got to get myself over here because I'm in the way. Click insert. Okay, so now here's your row, right? If you highlight it and you go to the tool right here, you say edit the row. What you want to do is, in the layout part of it, I would do the margins, 10 and 10, or just use the bottom margin 10. And then the row layout, I would put full width. Okay, and then you're done. Now in this row, if you wanted it to be a headline, pause this. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to put in this widget right here, Visual Editor. Now you can edit this Visual Editor by going there. And as you can see, it has, it's just like a post box. And if you click this toggle bar right here, you can have more options. All right. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make this an H1 heading, okay, which is very large. And I'm going to make the color, let's make it really black. And I'm going to say you put a title in there, you like my, just for ha-has, home page, right? You can put whatever title you want in there. And then if I was you, I'd like center it, okay? And then when you say done, okay, and you go to preview the changes, you're going to see your header here, which you're going to change, but then, boom, you got my home page as a title. So then, now one other thing that I didn't mention, notice on this home page how it has this right sidebar. We want to get rid of that. We just want a plain blank home page. So if you click out of the preview here, and now you're back at the home page, if you come down to where it says page attributes, and the template is the default template, and you make it a front page, let's see if that's what I want to do. So if I update it, and I go to preview the changes, I have my cool jet there, my home page. Now you notice how that sidebar is gone, okay? And if you notice that the header is a sticky header, which means it stays there as this thing goes up and you have your home page. And that's actually the column, or the box that we put in there before, okay? So then you want to get out of the preview by getting out of it right here. Now if you want to add another box, okay, so we're going to add another
Okay, row. Forgive me. I'm saying box. So you add another row. Okay. Again, now we got two layouts there, and we're going to switch it back to one, and we're going to insert it, and then we're going to just make sure, let me get my face out of the way here, make sure that we edit it, and again I will go to layout, I'll make the top margin 10, and the I don't think there's a bottom margin on this one, it just got a gutter. Okay, and then we'll make sure that the row is full width. Okay, again. Now, let me see. What would you want to put in, say, after you know, your title? Maybe a call to action for maybe signing up to your blog. So, okay, folks, you're going to have to go to your Jetpack, and you're going to have to connect Jetpack and what Jetpack is going to do is it's going to connect itself to WordPress.org or WordPress.com, I should say. So if you don't have a WordPress.com account, it's free to join, and then when you do that and you click connect it, and then all you have to do is approve the connection, and Jetpack's going to finish the connection, and it's going to say, you know, you can upgrade, but I'm going to select free. Okay, then it says update recommended features, but I'm going to skip that for now. Okay, I was going to have you put a blog subscription here, but I forgot to tell you to get the widget for it, which then again you're going to have to go to your plugins, and you're going to have to add a new plugin. And if you type in here blog subscriptions, it'll come up with this Jetpack subscription form, which you can activate or upload it and then activate it. I already did this on mine. And then when you go back to your pages and you go back to edit the home page again, then you will be able to, because that's what I'm saying about all these widgets and plugins and stuff. You can make your site do whatever you want it to do. So if you highlight that and then you go to add a widget, and then here you are, blog subscriptions by Jetpack, and you just slide it in there, update it, preview the changes, again you get your beautiful jet plane there, and you have your home page, and subscribe to the blog. Okay, so we X out of the preview. Okay, so we want to keep that, and we'll update it. Okay, now like I said, you can make this look any way you want to. Say you had an offer, okay, and so now after they sign in, you want to put in some kind of a call to action. So you would add another row. Now say you wanted to have two call to actions. I never did the split one before. Okay, so we're going to keep the row. We're going to insert the two rows. Okay, now as you can see, you got the two rows right here, but you want it down here. You don't want it in the middle of here. So if you just go to this up and down arrow right here and click it, and you can just bring this down and it'll go wherever you want it to. So you could, if you wanted to reorganize your website differently, you could do that. But we're going to do this real quick, and we're going to click there, and we're going to go to add a widget, and this time we're going to add a let's do a, I want to do a call to action. But you know what, if I go over here and I put call to action, there, Sydney call to action, okay, and so that's on one side of it. Now if you wanted to have two, all you had to do is click here and go duplicate, and then you could just drag, whoops, get out of that. You can just take this and just drag it right over here like that, okay. So now you got two call to actions. So say you wanted to edit this call to action, and you wanted the title of it to be work at home, say, and the call to action would be like say get your newsletter now, say, okay, that's your call to action. And for the link for the button is whatever link you would want it to do. I just put my website, okay, and then say, if you had a affiliate link from ClickBank or something like that, you could put that in there, and the title for the button, get it now, just to say, okay. So then you can display the button in line with the text, which means it'll be side by side with the text. If not, it'll be up and down. So you can, let's see, done, and let's go check it out, see what it looks like. Okay, there's my beautiful jet plane again, and there's your home page that you made before, your subscription to your blog, and wow, there's your call to action right there, work at home, get your new ideas. And if you click on this, it will actually bring you, to my website. See? We'll go back over here where we was. Okay, now see, here's the other call to action widget. So you would actually, if you clicked out of this and go to this call to action widget here and edit, and say this title here was building a blog. Right, and your call to action would be get your tutorial now, and for the link I'll just put another website I have, and the title for the button will be Get the Blog. Right? So then if you say you're done, get me out of the way here, you're done, and you preview it now, a beautiful jet plane again, home page, welcome. Okay, so now see, now you have your two call to actions. Now this one here is building the blog, and if you go there, you're going to go to this website, Make Money Online. That's another website that I have. Okay, so as you can see, and if you get out of this preview page, and then if you want to keep it, you update it. And that's how you do that. And you can keep adding these widgets, and your mind is just a plethora of things that you can do. I mean, you can do anything. If you look at the widgets, you know, you got archives. You could put archives. You could put a Facebook feed in there. You could have a custom menu. You could have a calendar. You could put whatever you want in there. Gosh, you could put a search. You could put a site origin button. You could put an image. You could put a carousel where you could put your blog posts in, and it's just a carousel that goes round and round. You could put another slider in there. There's so much you can do with these widgets. It's unbelievable. So, you know, with that said, you can make your website what you want to. Okay, now before we, you know, end up going out of this tutorial, you know, if you were back on your pages, say, okay, remember we edited everything in rows, okay, because we had the Sydney theme, so you was able to put rows on your blog, okay, and make sections, so to speak, of how you want your blog. But say just for a second, you know, you wanted to go back to let's go to the appearance and customize, or go to the theme, say, and just for ha-has, say that, you know, you didn't really like the Sydney theme because you thought, well, maybe it's a little bit too much. Okay, so if you wanted to reinstall this 2016 theme again, you could. So all you got to do is hit activate. Okay, now it's installed. But if you go to the website and you view the website, you can see that, again, on the right side you have the columns. On the left side you still have my home page, and you have your blog subscription, but you don't have your call to action buttons, okay, because this site does not work with the site origin widgets. Now, if you wanted to, you know, put like some call to action buttons down here, you would have to go back and you would have to edit your site, edit this page again, and go back to the home page like we're at right there. And of course, as you can see, missing widget. So you'd have to, you know, delete this whole row. Okay, and if you update it, okay, so you know you still have your Jetpack there with your subscriptions, and so now if you come on back up again. So now if you wanted to put a call to action down there, you could, you know, add another row and make it like 50-50, you know, 100%, whatever, if you wanted it 50-50, and insert the row. And then what you would do is, you know, bring this row back down here where you wanted it in the first place. Click on it, and when you add a widget, you're going to just have to add something that is compatible with this. So since we don't have the Sydney theme on there, we'd have to go with the WordPress widgets. Okay, let's, for the sake of argument, let's check out this button widget here. Okay, and let's go to edit the button widget. Okay, the button text, let's say get your stuff here. Well, spell it right there, Ray. Okay, get your stuff here. Destination URL. And let's see, open in a new window, I'll say. Now if you wanted to have a picture on there, you could. but we're not going to do that. We're going to go ahead and preview this thing and see what it looks like. Okay, so that would be your button there. Get your stuff, seeing how it would go. And if you would say you're done with that, and say you want to go and preview. See, this is all about, you know, trial and error. And now this is doing on the 2016 theme. And if we go down here, we'll see, and we do have a button. So then what you could do is go back to here, your editor, and go back into this this widget thing and edit the row, say, and make it 2 parts. Okay, and then you're done with that. Okay, so now you see you got the button on one side, so you want to take the button and move it on the other side. Okay, then in this here you could put some kind of a call to action, like in this box over here. Go up to add widget, and you could even have an image in there if you wanted to, or you know, put some text in there. Let's put just don't want text, arbitrary text. Visual editor. Okay, we'll put it on this side. And then if you edit it, now you could put whatever you want. You know, you could put come get your website here. You could, you know, even add in a picture, say. Let's just do this for teeny tiny ha-has. Okay, and then, you know, maybe just size this a little bit better. And then just say you're done, and just to look at it, you know what I mean? And go to page preview. And see, I'm just giving you things that you can do, you know. So then here's your call to action, you know, your button. You could write over here. So this is what I mean about how you can make this thing your own. And then again, one more thing, don't edit the page here in this preview, because then you'll get all messed up and it won't save it over here, and it's crazy. So just get out of that. And so now we're on the home page again. Let me move me over here. And if you come down here and it says page attributes, okay, so we're not going to be able to make it to where there's no let's update, no right side bar. I just thought maybe in the home page you would be able to make it to where there's no right side bar, but I don't see nothing there that says in the page attributes, just say no parent, so it won't let you do that. So you're going to have a right side bar, so you can take advantage of the right side bar and go into the appearance, go to widgets, and if you see over here in the sidebar, get my ugly mug out of there. These are all the widgets that you have in the sidebar. Now, I would get rid of these. I'd say delete that, delete that. See, delete that. I delete all of these. I'll show you what I like in my sidebar. Okay, now this content bottom, this is the bottom of the page. You can put stuff in there too. Okay, so now in my sidebar, I actually like to have a calendar in the sidebar. Okay, I like to have a blog subscription customized. Okay, and you can put that on top of the calendar because you want that to come first. Okay, subscribe to blog via email, and that's good enough for right now. We don't need a whole bunch of stuff in there. Okay, so let me close these, and now just to see what your page would look like, go to your page, and there you can see you got your subscription box here, your My Home page, subscribe over here. I mean, you know, you can make it what you want, and that's what I love about WordPress. And you don't have to go with this theme. You could, you know, go with any kind of theme that you want to. All you do is click on themes. And so say you didn't like any of these themes, and you could go to WordPress.com or WordPress.org and find all kinds of themes. You could even pay for themes, or there's so many free ones. Click on the Add Themes and go to, you know, like the most popular themes, and just, you know, search the themes that might fit your blog. I mean, if you're you know, doing a blog about let's see here, you know, if you have a you know, a sale, or if you have gosh, they have so much stuff here. Go back up to the blogs, to the themes, and featured. You could say type in online business. I mean, I'm just giving you guys options here. I mean, there's so many different options here, you know, for photographies. If you're a photographer, you know, you got so many different options. So whatever your niche is, and doing everything in your blog is right on the side here. You could add widgets. You could, you know, change your appearance. And if we went to the appearance and on the customize on the one that we just put back in there, 2016. I mean, I'm not trying to make this long, but there's so much you can do. I can't fit it all into a video. And so this is the 2016 page right here, and you see how it is right here. But you know, you could put a header image in there if you wanted to. All you do is just go to your images and add an image. I don't even know if this image will work. It might be too big. Yeah, it is too big. But you could like crop it out, like maybe do something like this, and say crop image. Bang, you have an image. You see what I'm saying? And it's got your website, you know, your stuff up here. You could even say save this, and you can go back and say you don't like the colors. Okay, you can see that the main text color is black, and the secondary text colors are gray. You could, you know, change the black to say red, right? Or if that's not dark enough, make it darker. You know what I mean? And the background, you know, say I'm just showing you stuff here. You know, this is background here. Make it yellow or make it blue to match, you know, the sky. There's so much you can do with WordPress. I just can't even begin to explain it to you. But that's a tutorial for today. So choose a theme for whatever your niche is, be it photography, be it internet marketing, be it, styles, be it shoes, be it whatever you're doing. If you're a lawyer, if you're a counselor, search through the different themes that there are, and find something and just play with it. And I'm going to have another video next week, and we'll continue on with our internet marketing and how you put yourself out there. And you'll like next week's presentation, I guarantee it. So anyway, this is Ray out.